A baker with a vision defied the British Empire, stood in the path of warships, and transformed a Caribbean island forever. In 1936, Robert William Griffith brought Marcus Garvey to Montserrat, sparking a revolution that would turn plantation workers into citizens and make a humble tradesman the hero of a nation. In the shadow of volcanic peaks on a small Caribbean island, a remarkable story unfolded, one that would reshape the destiny of Montserrat forever. Robert William Griffith, known affectionately as Mas Bob to his people, emerged from humble beginnings to become the father of Montserrat's political awakening and labor movement. Born on August 13, 1904, though officially registered as August 6 in the colonial registry, Griffith's early life was shaped by the realities of a plantation economy. His father served as manager of Weeks Estate, a position that gave young Robert a front row seat to the harsh treatment of workers under the plantocracy system. The Montserrat of Griffith's youth was a colonial outpost where power remained firmly in the hands of a small white elite. Most Montserratians, descendants of enslaved Africans, worked the land with little hope for advancement or representation. What set Griffith apart was his ability to see beyond these entrenched systems. While working as a baker, he developed a reputation for fairness and integrity. His trade gave him independence rare for a black man in colonial Montserrat and allowed him to build relationships across the island's communities. The ovens that baked bread for his neighbors also fired his vision for a more just society. In 1943, as World War II raged across the globe, Griffith began his formal political career under the plantocracy system. Despite the severe limitations placed on non-white participation in governance, he secured a position as deputy president of the legislature. His political ascent continued as he became Montserrat's local representative to the Leeward Islands Federal Parliament. His effectiveness as a representative soon earned him another historic distinction, becoming the first Montserratian to represent the island at Buckingham Palace. Yet formal politics was only one arena for Griffith's vision. This understanding led to perhaps his most significant contribution, the founding of the Montserrat Trades and Labor Union in 1946. Under Griffith's leadership, the union fought for better working conditions, fair wages, and dignity for laborers. The most dramatic demonstration of Griffith's courage came in the early 1950s during what became known as the HMS Bigbury Bay incident. As the warship loomed in Plymouth Harbor, Griffith led workers to the waterfront. Standing at the head of his people, he directly confronted the defense force sent to intimidate them. "These are our shores," he declared, "and these workers have the right to fair treatment on their own land." The colonial authorities had guns and warships. Griffith had only moral conviction and the solidarity of Montserratian workers. Yet, in that moment, it was the empire that blinked. In 1936, Griffith made a decision that revealed his global vision. He invited Marcus Mosiah Garvey to address the people of Montserrat. When Marcus Garvey stepped onto Montserrat shores in 1936, he brought with him a message that would resonate deeply with both Griffith and the island's people. "The black man must be the architect of his own destiny," Garvey proclaimed. "No people can truly be free while dependent on others for their livelihood and governance." From Garvey, Griffith absorbed principles that would inform his later work: the importance of black-owned businesses, the power of collective organization, and the need to challenge colonialism. Griffith's embrace of Pan-African ideals through his connection with Garvey revealed his understanding that Montserrat's struggle was part of a global movement. The seeds planted during that 1936 visit would bear fruit in Griffith's approach to both labor organizing and political leadership. The impact of Griffith's leadership extended far beyond his formal roles. As father of trade unionism and politics in Montserrat, he laid the groundwork for the island's transition. Griffith's business activities as a baker, real estate broker, and entrepreneur demonstrated his commitment to economic empowerment alongside political rights. The affection with which Montserratians remember Mas Bob speaks to his character as much as his achievements. In 1987, his picture was unveiled in the Legislative Council, acknowledging his foundational role in the island's governance. 4 years later, in 1991, he received the Order of the British Empire, a significant recognition from the very imperial power he had so often challenged. The most profound recognition came in 2015 when Griffith was officially named a National Hero of Montserrat, the highest honor the island can bestow. Physical reminders of his legacy dot the landscape of Montserrat today. R.W. Griffith Drive in Little Bay bears his name, while his portrait greets visitors at the island's ports of entry, a fitting tribute to a man who expanded Montserrat's connections to the wider world. Yet, Griffith's most important legacy lives in the democratic institutions of Montserrat, in the labor protections enjoyed by workers, and in the dignity with which Montserratians claim their rights. The story of Robert William Griffith reminds us that transformative change often begins with seemingly ordinary people who possess extraordinary vision and courage. Robert William Griffith's journey from the bakery to national heroism embodies the possibility of transformation, both personal and societal. The revolution he helped spark turned plantation workers into citizens and made a humble tradesman the hero of a nation, a revolution whose effects continue to resonate across Montserrat and beyond.